In society today, we are being attacked constantly with inauthentic conversations. Fakeness, trying to look cool, trying to be somebody we're not. That is why the Damn Dude podcast is here to have the authentic conversations that need to be had in a way that will make you think and say, Damn Dude.
What up, everybody? What is good? Welcome to the Damn Dude podcast.
Damn Dude.
This is season 4, episode 5, and welcome to the show, you guys. Welcome. I'm your host, California Cal, and this is a show where we have the conversations that need to be had in a way that'll make you think and say, damn, dude.
Damn Dude.
This show exists to help educate, entertain, and make an impact on the different contexts and perspectives that we have on life. Because I truly believe and have discovered that the more access we have to different contexts and perspectives on a conscious level, the easier, smoother, cooler, and just flat out doper life is. You dig? One thing with gaining and earning and growing our contexts and perspectives on life is that it comes with a certain level of responsibility and a certain level of grace, ease, and appreciation for life. And the reason I say that is because when we can when we can contextualize the things that are happening right in front of us, we no longer have a problem, right? So there's one thing that's been coming to me a lot lately is like the context of music. And that's a big thing for me lately. Especially talking with Yamamoto and listening to his music, it's been like it has me think a lot about the context and content of music that's out there. And it's like I realize as I listen to Yamamoto's music, I'm like, all right, this is dope. And I catch myself as I'm singing in my head, like I find myself saying good things based off of the music that he has provided, right? So like I think that's a cool thing, rather than it's like I think back to like Bone Thugs was always my favorite rap group, and I think back to where they're like singing so beautifully and harmonious and all these things, but they're saying like really negative things, and it's like murder, like kill. It's like, bro, like come on, okay. Like I get where they're coming from. I get what the picture they were painting, the story they were telling. Like they're not trying to promote negativity, rather than to just tell the story of what was going on and what it's like to be them growing up, or just to be them really. And I'm like, all right, cool. You know, it's like when you document the struggle, now they all make music that, like, all of Bone Thugs makes music that's way more positive than everything they had made before like that, which is good. It shows they learned, right? So that had me thinking like, all right, well, the context of music, what is it? What is the context of music that people are making it under? And for me and my musical relationship and where I'm at this day and age is that I'm into healing music. And that's my whole thing that I'm about. When I host ceremony, when I participate, when I really do my like nitty gritty, deep, dark work, my light work, my everything, right? Like all that shit that exists inside of me, like unboxing it all responsibly. And certain music can do that. It can unbox different parts of our subconscious, different parts of our fear, our pain, our suffering, our misery, our confusion, and it can unbox it in ways that it makes sense and communicates it to you through the means of the medicine, through the means of the music. The music is the medicine. And that's one thing is like when you do things ceremoniously and you're using the ceremony songs and you're doing it with reverence and respect and intention, good intentions, shit really transforms and people get healed and people grow and people expand out of their consciousness. So I figured what I would do right now is, because this is so scary to me to do this, like I'll do this. I realize I'm kind of like talking faster than I was about to speak more about something that I haven't thought of yet. So hold on, let me reel this in a second. Okay. When I perform these songs, I'm not going to perform a bunch of songs. I'm just going to do one. Basically, it's a blessing. And it's in Incan language, or Quechuan, which is from the Incan people of the Andes Mountains and Peru and the Amazon River, and just, so, and just to kind of give an example of like how some of this works, like if you close your eyes, you sit with this, you could feel it, and it's like, this is like what I'll do right now is basically saying thank you to Pachamama, which is Mother Earth, Mother Nature, that which provides for us in all of this land, right? So I would encourage you to stop, close your eyes, sit with this, just feel it, and just let it penetrate. And yeah, and if it does, cool. If it doesn't, cool. If you just judge me, cool. If you find it fucking beautiful, cool. Whatever, right? So here's a blessing, and it's a blessing, and like I said, it's under the context of Mother Earth and saying thank you to her and Mother Nature, right? Pachamama. So it goes a little something like this. Kata huawara Pachamama mura yasha muy como paisita kayai sisai puntai mariri kayai puntai mariri. Kata huawara Pachamama mura yasha muy como paisita kayai sisai puntai mariri kayai puntai mariri. Kata huawara Pachamama mura yasha muy como paisita kayai sisai puntai mariri kayai puntai mariri. Well, that was that, and that is a blessing, and a blessing structure and sequence that they use in the jungles in Peru. It's like a song and a blessing kind of at the same time. They use the rattle, the maraca, that's what you heard in the background. And that's one thing is like, under the context of music that I work from, I'm able to take people through different journeys. And the reason that these journeys are so beneficial is because, now this is kind of like taking a big leap, but it all ties together, which is the context of this music is so beneficial because when it comes to healing and healing people and healing ailments or dis-ease, I'm not going to say diseases. I'm just going to say dis-ease. Let's break that word down like that, right? So when we have ailments and dis-ease in our body, we have to understand that first, all of these ailments and dis-eases are energy-based first, before anything. So, therefore, health and healing, by getting to the energetic source, the energetic root of whatever that dis-ease is, we now discover health on the other side of that. So when we work through dis-ease, rather than just fucking remove it, like, nope, doesn't go there. No, that's how we do shit, like in a Western sort of way. It's like, nah, we're not just going to remove it. Like, because there's an energetic source to it. And if we don't learn and heal through the lesson that was the source of that energetic dis-ease, then we're removing it and we're like doubling down on our ignorance almost in a way, in the way that we didn't get to the energetic, like conscious subconscious slash spiritual source of it. Like, in the United States, we look at a lot of shit just as like, remove it. No, it doesn't be there. It doesn't belong there. Kill it. Da da da. It's like, no, rather than just like adding, removing to our body, like, let's fucking, what we added up, let's reverse it and let's undo it so we don't have to just start chopping shit out of our body. And in the United States, we're real quick to start chopping shit out of our body. We're real quick to just go get whatever type of surgery and this or that. And I'm not saying there's no place for that. There absolutely, you know, it's like there is the place for that, where sometimes it's gotten that far and that's just what's necessary. And I feel for anybody who, you know, it has to get to that point. So here's the thing is, like, with music that heals, and this is real, it sounds crazy, but it's actually real because the science is all there and you can go do your own research. I'm just here to just, like I said, I'm nobody special. I'm not incredibly smart. I just observe what the fuck the truth is, and I just go and speak about that to the best of my fucking abilities. So what I've discovered and what is real is that when we clear through these energetic blocks and of our subconscious and of our generational shit that's been passed on to us, because energy never dies, it just continues. So especially with our lineage and our family, the shit that our parents didn't heal, that their parents didn't heal, it's all living inside of us because that energy has to exist. And it's up to us, I believe, as humans, individuals, responsible people, to take a look at that and unpack all that shit and be like, I'm not passing this bullshit on. I'm going to pass the good shit on, right? So what happens is when we do that, when we do the energetic work, when we sit for ceremonies, when we participate in fasts, when we participate in meditation, prayer, gratitude, all of these things, it, on a cellular level, it restructures our cells. The same thing with like eating alkaline or whole foods or things like that. It really works on a cellular structure. Let's just say it works on the structure of your cells when we do these works. And when we do this work, when we heal, when we do the work for our spirituality, when we do the work for our subconscious, our conscious, our thinking brain, our monkey brain, and when we tap in and can and kind of like assign all of them, we're able to rebuild our fucking body on a cellular level. And this is true. It's just, it's facts. And, you know, if you need that in science and medical terms said by a doctor, go fucking look it up. It's out there. There's evidence everywhere. Go start with the book Fearvana by Akshay Nanavati. I will always promote that man's book because, for one, he is a bad motherfucker. And he's a cool dude. He'll actually fucking talk to you if you reach out to him on the internet. And his book is one of the best books ever fucking written. And I will always maintain that, dude. Like, go get that book, Fearvana. Like Fear and Nirvana, Fearvana by Akshay Nanavati. It's the shit. Go get it on Amazon. Go leave him a review, all that shit. Tell him Calvin from the Damn Dude podcast sent you. That book is off the charts. I promise you. So go start there. He'll give you all the medical references as a place to start. And there's plenty of other to go off of. So what happens is like, all right, well, shit. When we are able to restructure our cells and we are able to dive into the feeling and the depth that these songs can resonate out of us or into us or however you want to look at it, we're able to go down to the energetic source of the fuckery, of the bullshit, of the pain, of the generational shit passed on to us, and basically shake it the fuck out. And we wake it up and we shake it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's reason and purpose to all these things. And when you use the root of music, stomping, shaking, hitting drum, fucking maraca, the drum, anything. It's like these are sounds of nature. They come from nature. These songs that I sing and perform, they come from nature. The plants taught the people. The animals taught the people. And I don't mean like they fucking all sat for class with some tigers and some jaguars in a circle saying, here, human, watch this. No, I'm talking about these people who are tapped into their 4D, 5D, even 6th, 7th dimension. People of that spiritual caliber are able to tap in, and you and I can do this too. It's easy. It honestly actually is pretty easy to tap into the consciousness of an animal from in a safe environment, and to like consciously do it. You can do it. There's different means, different methods, remote viewing. There's the 3 points. There's many things that you can use to get yourself to communicate with the spirit of an animal, because an animal's like already tapped into their spirit world, just like the same way like babies and kids are, like on an automatic level. So that's why when you have conversations with kids where it's like, hey, like, are you magical? Like, are there angels? Blah, blah. Oh yeah, over here, da, da, da. And it's like, they'll tell you all about it, and they're not bullshitting. If you're out of touch, it sounds like bullshit. But if you are tapped in, really, really tapped in, the kids know the truth. You know what I'm saying? And when we can tap into our own inner child, we can see these things and hear these things and feel these things. So it's like a lot of times it's tapped out humans with all this logic and shit. It's like, bro, what about the shit that there's not really a lot of logical explanation to? But now we're at the point where all the mysticism, all the spiritual work and spiritual words and terminology and ideology, it's all turning into a more common conversation, words, things like that. Like before, if you were to say manifesting, people would be like, are you fucking weirdo? Like that shit's fake. Like, dude, how is creating an idea in your head, saying, I'm going to get this, putting all your energy towards it, and then receiving it? How is that fake? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's only people who don't know how to do it that think it's fake. Right? It's like, and that's what I heard somebody say earlier. It was like, he's like, dude, like only really like poor people don't believe in like numerology, astrology, spirituality, like all of these things. And to me, I look at it, it's like, okay, for one, the full moon 1 trillion% affects the moods of children. The moon 1 trillion% affects the entire fucking ocean and the way it operates. The full moon, the moon, 1 trillion% dictates and controls how much energy the earth is receiving. The moon is basically a filter for Father, Son, and gives it to us on earth. And it's like, that's a whole nother conversation. But anyways, it's becoming more and more acceptable that conversations that are based on the 4th dimension sort of things, 4D world, we're in 3D here in your physicality, where your prayers, thoughts, and all of that goes the 4th dimension, the next one up. And that's, I'm pretty familiar with 3 and 4D. Beyond that, I'm not there yet. But in those worlds, I'm pretty fucking good. Like, I know how to navigate. I know where I'm at. I know the fucking, I know I trust myself with it. I'll say that. I trust myself with it enough to lead others to and through their journey. So that's one thing. And that leads me to my next point, which is, I was thinking the other day, like, okay, where do I, and you guys can ask this for yourselves, like, where do you guys get your guidance from? And I don't mean like, hey, what should I do about this? Da, da, da. I mean, even like that. Yeah, even like that, actually. I take that back. Let's say, who and where do you get your guidance from? Do you get it from God? Do you get it from spirit? Do you get it from Great Spirit? Do you get it from your higher self? Do you get it from your spirit guides? Do you get it from others' experiences? Do you get it from other humans? Do you get it from hurt humans, healed humans? Do you get it from humans who live a context of goodness and greatness and wanting the best for you? Or do you get your guidance from other humans who are hurt and in pain and just want people to grovel in that with them? right? So it's like, it's a dangerous thing to just kind of ask fucking whoever for guidance or direction, because most motherfuckers don't know where the fuck they're going at all. So it's like, dude, when you run into somebody who's like, when you run into somebody who's clear on their direction, for me, as somebody who's clear on my direction, it feels really fucking good to run into motherfuckers who know where the fuck they're going. And the reason is because all the people I meet who know where the fuck they're going, we're all going to the same fucking place. Like, we're all going to the same place, which is goodness, betterment of the people, betterment of ourselves, betterment of the community, and to stand and ride for family and trust and loyalty and respect and courage and doing what the fuck is right. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we're all on this journey moving forwards. The people who are really on it. And those of you guys hearing this, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, just start it. Start your journey, because at some point, if you're at this teetering thing, you need to get on the fucking journey of self-improvement, self-betterment, self-mastery, just getting fucking better, getting structured, however the fuck you want to call it. Because I'm telling you, man, shit is shifting, and the motherfuckers who are going, and the people who are not, are not. And that can sound crazy as fuck, and that's fine. Because I know where I'm going, and the motherfuckers who know where they're going, know where they're going. And we all acknowledge and recognize that where we're going is to keep going. And that's pretty much it. It's like, we're going to just keep going. You know, and it's like, when I think about it, it's like, dude, like they say, and I'd said this the last few times, like, you're not a real hustler if you can't lose it all and make it back more than double, triple, quadruple, right? Like, and I look at that and I'm like, all right, I can give myself a fresh motherfucking start. Like, dude, for myself, I'm starting some new work tomorrow. I'm putting my head down, I'm humbling myself, and I'm fucking doing shit that I said I would never fucking do again. You know why? Because it's for the betterment of my fucking people and my fucking self. And I don't give a fuck how you guys judge me, because I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to just have what the fuck I say be respected as some authentic ass shit. And that's the thing, it's like, that's one thing that inspires me so much, and why I have a Pimp C tattoo on my forearm. Because Pimp C, if for those of you who are familiar with him or unfamiliar with him, I'll say Pimp C was the type of dude who spoke his mind, told the truth, like the truth, and it pissed people the fuck off. It made people fucking mad, offended, all types of shit. And that's the thing, is Pimp C wasn't there to be fucking liked. He's like, man, I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. It's like, you're going to respect what I say, though. You're going to respect my presence. You're going to respect what I do and what I'm about. You know, and like, to me, that shit resonates so fucking hard and deep. Like, because I'm like, dude, fuck yeah. That's how I want to be. That's how I want to go out. Is like somebody who told the authentic truth the whole fucking time. Because when Pimp C put out the fucking, the name of it's slipping my mind right now, but like the rap Bible, or the fucking, is that what it was called? I forget the name of it at the moment. I'm kind of disappointed in myself that I can't think of it right now. The Pimpulations, I forget the name of what it was, but he basically wrote down all the rules. And motherfuckers who don't follow that or don't live by that code already, it's like, he gave that to you guys. He gave that to us. And based on that, I'm like, this motherfucker tells the truth. And he didn't care if people liked him or not. And if you listen to interviews and how he was, and you see how people are by him, they're like, fuck, dude. It's either like you get offended or get inspired. And like, that's the thing with people who know where the fuck they're going. You get offended or you get inspired by those people. And it's simply one way or the other. And sometimes it's like, you got to be offended long enough till you get inspired. And I'm like, dude, I look at where I get my guidance from God. I get my guidance from people who talk to God every day. I get my guidance from God himself. I get my guidance from Yahshua, Jesus. I get my guidance from Mother Mary. I get my guidance from Metatron, the spiritual, the spiritual being. I get my guidance from my animal spirit protectors. I get my guidance from my spirit guides. I get my guidance from Great Spirit. I get my guidance from Pachamama. I get my guidance from the shamans. I get my guidance from the spiritual teachers. I get my guidance from the people who are tapped into the higher sources, and ultimately get my guidance from people who speak authenticity. Because if you don't speak authenticity, I can't take what you say as anything applicable to my life, because it's not authentic. And it's like, we all have moments of inauthenticity where we feel this or we feel that, or we want to do this or we want to do that. And it's like, all right, cool. But dude, like, are your people going to put you in check coming from a place of like love, respect, gratitude? And it's like, if my people put me in my place from a place of love, respect, and gratitude, I fuck with you. I so fuck with you. If you're willing to give me advice from a non-egotistical way, from a place that you're actually like hearing me and I'm hearing you and it's going back and forth, I fuck with you like all the way. So I'm learning, and I wish I would have learned earlier, to really only take advice from people who get it from God or Great Spirit or Pachamama or a source higher than themselves, right? And it's like, when I listen to another man, I'm listening to the godliness that exists inside of that other man, that other woman, that individual, right? Like, whoever is tapped in with that and they get their shit from a higher source, right? People who channel, people who pray, people who practice gratitude, people who practice meditation, like people who practice mindfulness and self-respect and all of these things, gratitude especially, like, those are the people that we should be fucking with. So anybody who's younger, anybody who's anything really, it's like, dude, fuck getting your guidance from some people on some hurt, weird shit. Get your guidance from motherfuckers who have been through the shit and will just tell you the truth about it. And that's the thing, though, is like, you got to be able to accept the truth when people tell it to you. You know, like, I'll always tell my people the truth. It's like, yo, if you ask me, I'll tell you. You don't got to listen to me. It doesn't matter, right? But it's like, where I'm coming from is a place of looking out for you. No matter who you are, what you're up to, or whatever. It's like, even the craziest motherfuckers in the street, it's like, I'm coming from a place of trying to look out for you. But the moment you're on some weird shit, it's the lines being drawn. Like, I myself feel like I'm for the community. I'm for the people. I'm here just a vehicle to be of service and to help spread authenticity as a part of my legacy to leave behind these shows. So, you know, like, just thinking about it, it's like, dude, like, where do I get my source? Where do I get my information from? Where do I get my thinking from? Where do I get my thoughts that equal goodness and godliness and spirituality and spirit and honors my highest self? Like, how do I fill my brain with those thoughts? And it's like, well, like I said, I talk to my spiritual teachers. I talk to my spiritual guides. And like I've always said, it's like, my spiritual role is that I am a warrior of the light. I am a spiritual warrior for what is good and right and of love. And that's my role, and that's where I come from, and that's my position here on earth, is to, well, not even on earth, but I mean, like, my spiritual role that I bring here on earth and I fill this body with is that of a warrior of the light, and I stand and fight for what is right and good. And like, within that, I have fucking meetings with people, spiritual beings. And the other night, I had a long walk, talk, float, and tour through the gates of heaven with Jesus. Now, you can be thinking whatever. You can judge whatever. That's fine. And that happened. So what happened? Well, During ceremony, I allowed myself to go in because normally I'm the space holder and I'm creating the box and the container and I'm helping everybody and I'm doing the clearing and the cleansing and the incense and the this and the all the elements of it. So it's almost like my role is like almost that of like a that's not the right word, but it's like almost doing the work of like a spiritual doctor or a nurse or something like that, right? And as that's happening, like I said, because I can tap in and I can go in and I can take myself out, and I can go in and I can take myself out. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't and you got questions, then just holler at me. But anyways, I went in and I allowed one of the songs to take me there. And all of a sudden it's like, boom, I'm literally at these big white golden gates that were just wide open. And there's literally a stairway of like clouds up into this cloud kingdom. And I'm up there and I'm like, whoa. And there's somebody at the door and they're like, oh, shit. I'm like, what the heck? Like, okay. And then Jesus comes to me and he's like, oh, you're here. Like, I've been expecting you. I'm like, what? We're going around. He said, Calvin, you do good. You mean good. You try good. You intend good. You come from good. You come from hell. Not hell, but you come from the fucking gutter. And you still do your best to put good out there and put good into the world and put good into yourself and your kids and your family and your people. Doesn't always work out that way, but you try and you are always tuned that way. Therefore, you are always welcome inside these gates. You are always welcome inside my kingdom of heaven. And I was like, what? But what? Just speechless. I just remember just kind of being like, just speechless. And I have and then I had the feeling of like we're kind of just floating around. Jesus put his arm around my shoulder and it was just like, come with me. Like, let's just take a look around at stuff. And I started getting images of like, I don't know, like a lot of these families and people and just hundreds and I should say thousands of people and families that I have impacted and helped and really steered the course of their entire family's direction in a positive way based off of the work I have done for them and their children and their family. So when he's showing me all these things, I'm like, yeah, but that's not even for me. Like, that's not, and it's like, no, exactly. Because you have that understanding, you're welcome here. I was like, what the fuck? Like, okay. Damn. And he just told me, like, dude, all the shit you've been going through, just trust it. Just trust it. Just keep going. Just trust it. And it's like, I'm currently freaking out just based off of, like, the course and like what is a seemingly predictable next couple of weeks, months for me. It's just like, it's hard. It's really fucking hard. It's like going back and getting work that's like hard for me to not relate to as slave labor is the biggest fucking test for me. Like, I don't even know how to like cope with myself about it, you know? And it's just a trip, dude. Like, I think, I don't know, man. My brain kind of just went blank and went a million directions all at once. So I apologize. I kind of just had a moment with myself. You know, so thinking about where I get my information from, walking and talking with Jesus, I think is a good one. Pretty popular dude. You guys can access him pretty easily. And you know, it's interesting because when was that? Not last week. Was it last? I think last week or the week before. I was walking around and I was going on my hikes and I was down in the dumps, dude. Like I was just, like I said, I'm always fine. I'm always okay. It's just I was like allowing myself, when it comes up, I allow myself to go there to a certain limit and then I pull myself back in because I'm like, all right, what is there for me to learn and analyze? And I'm not afraid of this struggle. I'll jump all in, like, and then I'm going to jump out. But it was like I was calling for Jesus and it was just like no answer, man. Like no answer. And I was just like, what the fuck, dude? Like it got to the point and it's like I don't really hit moments of like, well, I don't know, do I? I don't know. What I was gonna say is like I don't feel like I hit moments of desperation. And I mean, I guess I do at times, but it was like I felt this moment of desperation where I'm like, Jesus, please give me a sign, give me a like something, anything. And I just like anything that was going on or not going on was just not landing for me. And I was just not like, I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't, you know, and then like a couple days later, all of a sudden, like Jesus in my dreams, in my thoughts, I tap in, I go, I think, and boom, immediately I close my eyes, I'm walking, I tune in, I tap into my 4D world, bam, right there. I'm like, whoa. And I was kind of like, bro, like, where were you? Like, dude, I was always here. Like, you know, there's some shit you need to figure out on your own before we can have this next conversation, because this is the conversation we're supposed to be having, not that one. I'm like, oh man, like, couldn't you have just told me that? You know what I'm saying? So yo, but this is the thing, is this is where and why faith fucking comes in, using the power of the directions. Like I said, I'll give this to you guys one more time as a reminder. The proper way to acknowledge and address the directions of life, or the compass of life more so, or the directions, I guess you can call it, is you start with east. It goes east, south, west, north. That's the proper way to address all the directions and the spirit of the directions. One second. I gotta write this note or I'll forget. Okay, so the spirit of the directions, how this works is, like I said, we start off with east, facing east, thinking east, tapping into this power of the wind that flows to and from the east. East is for thinking and thought. So you look to it, you give your prayer, you give your blessing, your openness, your 4D tapped inness to the east. Excuse me. And you tap in. And you allow the thinking to be the thinking. Don't force it. Then you go to the south, which we look to for structure, planning, integrity. So look to the south. Put your faith and your prayers and your gratitude and your openness and your appreciation to the south. The winds of the south, the gods of the south. That's going to give you the strength and power of structure. Then you turn to the west. We look to the west for light, life, creation, creativity. The right thoughts, the right life that gives the structure the life, which gives the thoughts the life, right? So it's like we're now putting life into the thought and the structure. Then once we've put life and light into and creation into the thinking, the structure, the light and life itself, so we put that light and life into the thinking and the structure. So then we look to the north, and we look to the north for faith, prayer, gratitude, and you let it all go. You let the creation of the structure, which was the thoughts, which the structure is created off of, then you created that which is the seed of it, the idea of it, the light of it, and you let it all go, and you pray and you give faith and thanks to the power and protection and direction of the north, because those are the winds and the gods that will deliver the message the quickest and most appropriately when you do it that way, in that manner and direction. So you can use those tools, and they're, I guess you can call it spiritual tools. It's like a spiritual compass, even though it's also the real compass, to help guide yourself through spiritual hardships, spiritual blockages, spiritual confusion, right? Or like you're having trouble tapping into it or anything of that sort. Use those directions and it'll help you. So I encourage everybody to participate in ceremony and rites of passages which are good for you, not based off of poisoning yourself and getting worse. And, you know, that's like the best I think that we can do in this lifetime is to create things that move us forward by the power and spirit and blessings of God and the universe and all that is good, and create a fucking beautiful and dope life for ourselves and our family. So that's really the best that we can do. So with all that being said, you guys, I hope this hits for you guys. I hope you guys catch the vibe and feel it. And yeah, and you know, go leave us a 5-star written review on Apple iTunes, Apple Podcasts, I should say, Spotify, Listen Notes, Instagram at Real California Cal, or am I just California Cal now? I forgot. Did I take the real part off? Let's see real quick, guys. No, I'm still Real California Cal. Yeah, Real California Cal on Instagram. That's the best place to hit me up and find me. I do have a Damn Dude Podcast Instagram, but to be honest, I don't know. I kind of, I'm not feeling it. It's weird. Or the whole, I don't know. Not my shit's weird. Oh, maybe, whatever. But I'm more so just mean the whole vibe of the way that Instagram page feels. I'd rather just have it all on one, because I am my podcast. So it's like, I'm even considering deleting the podcast page or just leaving just a note that says, hey, go to the whatever, go to my page. And I guess just save that Instagram for if I ever want to fucking fire it up or use it as a fan page or I don't know, some shit like that. Anyways, yeah, man, I hope you guys got a lot from this episode. I will say yesterday, not yesterday. Day before yesterday was Clean Planet Clean Planet Day. Make sure you guys go to WeCleanPlanet.com. Go to Clean Planet Day. Hashtag Clean Planet Day. Instagram We Clean Planet. Go donate. Go become a community leader, community member. Go be a part of a trash pickup organization. Go create a trash pickup organization. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you could do through, in, and around all of that. So definitely go do that. Nextly, go and peep my bro Yamamoto Boss, his new EP, Boss Level 1. That shit fucking slaps. Also go get his album, Back on My Grind. Shit is a fucking slapper. And yeah, go to Clean, like I said, We Clean Planet. Tell him Calvin from Damn Dude Podcast sent you, California Cal. Go hit up Yamamoto. Go give him a follow at Yamamoto_boss on Instagram. Tell him Calvin or California Cal from the Damn Dude Podcast sent you. Also go check out my boy Ali at Solar Fuse. That's SOLARFUZE. If you need the best, like literally the best solar work, solar panels, parking garage system, solar system, however, in any way, shape, or form, no matter where the fuck you at, they can get you any brand, any fucking, I'm sure they don't want me cussing as a part of the name, but they can get you any brand panels. They have, dude, here's one thing, okay. Now, I'm not the expert on talking about this yet, but one thing that makes them so cool, and by the way, I'm not sponsored by any of these people. I just got mad love for these people, and I support what they're doing all the way. So a lot of solar panels, and everybody, you need to know this if you're going to get solar. There's a lot of solar companies that they'll put all the solar panels linked to one inverter box on the side of the house. That is not what you want. What you want is how Solar Fuse does it, where each panel has its own inverter box. Now, what that means is if one panel is going bad, you just go straight to that individual inverter while the rest of the whole system stays running the whole fucking time. Now, at the same time, all of their panels that they have, well, sorry, I don't know about all, but the panels that they have and how they, well, no, I think all the panels that they use and have is connected to an app, and the app tells you how much each one's pulling, how much power it's using, and it's all color coded and super easy to read and use. So that way it's like you could literally just check from your phone, oh shit, this one's not working, whatever. It also tells their company, and the tech will reach out as soon as they find out, if they find out before you found out, and they'll be like, hey, we'll send somebody over, get that fixed. Everything's warranted like 10, 15 years. It's just bananas, dude. And it's like you can get car batteries set up, you can get government kickbacks, you can get all these things. And the way that they do it is they figured out all the best ways to get the permits and everything moving the fastest in the best way possible. And they're so transparent, so straightforward, and they make the whole thing so fucking easy. It's crazy, crazy. Father-son team, I got mad love for this family, mad love for them. Incredible individuals. Go check them out. Go look them up on YouTube, Solar Fuse, and you'll see like what these guys are up to. It's absolutely beyond next level. And you could be anywhere in the United States. I also believe that you can be anywhere else in the country. I'm sorry, in the world. And I think they can still help you get all your stuff. Yeah, they're legit. I promise you. So go check them out. Like I said, We Clean Planet, Yamamoto Boss, new EP, Boss Level 1, Solar Fuse for your solar needs. Oh, also hit up Onyx Auto. Hit up Diego of Onyx Auto out in Yuma, Arizona, if you need to get your car ceramic coated. He is the best in the business. I've never seen an individual work harder and more detailed as my man Diego of Onyx Auto out in Yuma, Arizona. Go get your car ceramic coated, appointment only. He is absolutely next level. He's been in business for, I want to say 15, maybe more years now. But those are my people, and they're up to some good shit. Also, I will shout out my cousin Howie of iticketfight.com. Go follow iTicketFight, just like it sounds, on Instagram, iticketfight.com. If you ever get a speeding ticket, holler at them. Tell them Calvin of the Damn Dude Podcast or California Cal or just the Damn Dude Podcast sent you, and he will make sure you are taken care of. Quick, simple, straight to the damn fucking point. And that's the way it needs to be when it comes to fighting a ticket. If you don't win, you get your money back, and I can't think of anything better than that. So, that being said, it's cool to have people who you can shout out and be proud of their work and their stuff, and you know it's fucking legit. I love that shit, man. So you guys, nothing to hide, none to my eyes. Not the beach, not the hill. This one's a PS2, and it's gonna be me and you.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And we are a bit, if you guys, for the loyal listeners, we've been on a bit of a wacky schedule. And that's because my life has been pretty fucking wacky lately. No, like my schedule's just been ridiculously weird and not anything I'm used to. So bear with me, or not. And it's all good because we're going to keep this train moving no matter what anyways. But no, I do appreciate you guys' support, love, and trust, and input and feedback, and where you guys listen from all around the world. It blows my mind. I'm very, very grateful and appreciative of you all. Thank you guys so much. If you'd like to donate to the show, hit the Cash App, Damn Dude Podcast. I should say $ Damn Dude Podcast is technically what it is. And yeah. So please be sure to tell a friend, 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 to tell your best friends, cousins, uncles, best schoolmate who happens to love movies at a level where they have an annual pass, an unlimited viewership pass to the movie theater that they pay $12,000 a year for because they think that's the best way to spend their money. Share the show with them because you know they need that shit. So, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. This is season 4, episode 5. I'll see you guys at the next one. Much love. Have a beautiful day. Peace.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.